Alhamdulillah. Okay, we will start discussing the meaning of list number 1, and the other students will join soon, inshallah. So just to save the time, we don't have to wait for them every day. We will start discussing the words. After that, we will do the spelling. So I hope everyone will be here when we start the spelling. Okay, page 5. We will go through most of them, but not all, just to save the time. The first one is activation. Activation. So you will type the meaning in English, not in Arabic, okay? What is activation? Act of making something or something starts working, or process of making something active. Very good. So activation is related to active and activate. The verb is activate. Activate. Okay, to activate something. To activate something to make it work or to start it. If you look at the end of activate, you will see that it ends with ATE, which is an affix for the verb. So activate means to make something active. This is how you can guess the meaning if there are new words. Okay, so don't forget to use the affixes. It's a noun, yes. Second one is abandonment. Abandonment. Being abandoned, leaving something, leaving somebody, yes. Now, if you look at abandonment, it has two parts, abandon and ment. So, abandon is the verb. If you remove the affix, you get the verb. The abandonment of a place, of somebody, evacuation, yeah. Disadvantage is something positive or negative? Negative, yeah, something negative. In the exam, especially in writing, they might ask you about the advantages and disadvantages of something, like of studying abroad, for example. So you will talk about the good things and the bad things. Okay? Achievement. Achievement. Doing something successfully. What is the verb of achievement? Achieve. Very good. Achieve. Absorbent. Absorbent. Is from the verb absorb, to hold liquid inside. Very good. Or to take liquid inside. Like the cotton absorbs the water or the blood or the oil. Okay? The cotton absorbs the oil, for example. We also absorb our anger. When we get very angry and we can control ourselves, we absorb our anger. We keep it inside. We do not show it. But sometimes we cannot absorb our anger, you know. It depends on the situation. Yeah, so we can use it with anger also. We absorb our anger. Adaptation, from the verb adapt. Change your behavior according to the situation, for example. It's when somebody goes to another environment, when traveling abroad, for example, to study, he will be in another atmosphere. So it will take him time to adapt to the new environment. Habituation, very good, Jinan. Very good. Affordable, reasonable, not expensive, with a good price. Yeah. If you remove able, you will get the verb afford. Afford is the verb. Can you afford buying that car, luxurious car? If you have enough money, you can. If you haven't, you cannot afford. Can you afford working in Muscat when it is very hot and humid? You know, the weather in Muscat is different from the other regions nowadays, especially nowadays. Admiration, admiring something. So it's from the verb admire. When you admire it, you like it. Yes, you like it. Yeah. Addicting. Not able to stop doing something or having something. To be addicted to something, okay? This can be a question in speaking. You say, addicted some people are addicted to coffee. They drink a lot of coffee every day. Some people are addicted to tea, addicted to social media, addicted to TV. So this can be a question for you in the speaking, expected. As I say, these topics can be, these words, can be topics sometimes in the exam. So you need to ask yourself, what questions can be asked about this topic? So prepare some questions that you expect and prepare some answers for them. They might ask you, are you addicted to something? Now, I'm asking you this question. Tell me what you are addicted to. Don't be shy. Some people are addicted to sleeping. No, tomorrow there is no class. It's from Sunday to Wednesday. Tomorrow you will study at home. I will give you homework. Addicted to music, Mira. Addicted to sleeping, Sarah. Jinan, coffee. Sleep. Waiting. Phone. Eating. Oh, that's nice. Video games, novels. Very good. If you can read long novels, that is great. I cannot do that myself. TV, sleeping and drawing. Mira, sleeping and drawing. Do you mean you draw while you are sleeping or what? Or you do it when you wake up? Okay. Reading. Great. Then they might ask you, when did you start this addiction? How could you decrease it? How could you get rid of it? Okay, so some addictions are good, are positive, and some are negative. Not all addictions are negative, like reading, for example. Reading, writing, helping people. These are very good addictions, very positive ones. Okay. Authorization. Permission to do something. Yeah. Appreciation. Appreciation, to be at the state of being thankful. Yes. Pleasure, that you show. Gratefulness. Okay. What's the verb of appreciation? Appreciate. Appreciate, very good. Yes. Now, this is also another topic that can be discussed in the exam, in speaking. So write S means you expect it in speaking. I remember in one of the courses, one of the students was writing everything that I used to say to explain the words or to explain the other skills. Everything she was writing notes for. And she was, when I was talking about these topics also in the words, in the lists, she was very lucky that everything we discussed in that course came the same. And she scored 7 out of 9 from the first test. Her name is Nisma Asgati. She was a doctor. So she wanted that IELTS to complete this specialization. She was lucky because she was taking notes and she found everything we discussed in the exam. So sometimes it happens, yes. Appreciation. Okay, let me ask you about this. Why do we need appreciation at work or in life in general? If you are working, why appreciation is necessary? So we will do a better performance, we get our goals easily, we feel comfortable, good relations at work. It encourages or motivates. So appreciation motivates. It motivates people to do more and more, to succeed. But if there is no motivation, nobody will work hard. Nobody will work hard, to encourage or to motivate. Okay, what kind of appreciation people get in their life, or at work, or at school? What kind of appreciation? It can be words, prizes. What else? Feelings. Advices, good advice. It can be money, bonus, respect, more relations. It can be a certificate as well. So it is important. It can be money, I think that's the best thing, right? Beautify is Beautify, as we said, is a verb. It's to make something beautiful. To make something beautiful, right? And pretty. Yeah. And this can be a question, as I mentioned before. How do you beautify yourself for an occasion? But this can be also a question in speaking. Behavioral. Behavioral. Is from behavior. From behavior. And behave, to behave. Behavioral is an adjective here, like behavioral learning, in which people learn by looking at others' actions and behavior. So they try to copy them. Behavioral learning. Yeah, psychologic. Broaden, noun, verb, adjective. Verb. Why it is a verb? It ends with en. Very good. So broaden means to make something broad or wide, to expand it. Yes. Broad-minded. If somebody is broad-minded, it's an adjective, yes. A broad-minded person accepts the opinions and ideas from others. It's the opposite of narrow-minded. Let me write it for you. The opposite of narrow-minded. Narrow-minded is the opposite. A narrow-minded person looks at things from one side, and he hardly accepts others' opinions. Usually old people are narrow-minded. Some of them, not all of them. Some old people are narrow-minded. Industrialization. Industrialization. It's a noun. Related to industry, very good. Industry and manufacturing, yes. There are a lot of industrial areas in Oman, for example. Can you give me examples? Like Ghala, like Al-Rusail, Duqum, Mabela, Sindan, very good. In almost every wilaya, there is an industrial area. There is an industrial area. Brutality. Being cruel, yeah, being cruel and tough. Beneficial. Helpful or very useful, very useful. Boredom, boredom. From being bored, from being bored. Civilization, civilization. Society with, or a society that has development, its own culture, civility, history, Yes. Uncivilized is the opposite. If a society is uncivilized, means it's not but it has barbarism or savage or no development. Why some countries are uncivilized? Because of narrow-minded people, maybe in the government, living in remote places, so the government cannot arrange services and facilities, cannot provide them with necessary facilities, no infrastructure because of war, because of poverty. Being poor. Coherent. Connected in a good way. Connected in a good way. Ceremonial. Ceremonial. Related to ceremony, very good. And festival, festive. Ceremonial occasions. What are some ceremonial occasions that we have in Oman? The two Eids and also the National Day. The National Day. Oman National Day. Characterize. Characterize and characterization. To characterize means having unique things. Okay, so describing something unique about the person or something special. To describe something special about the person. Competitive. Competitive. Is from to compete, is from competition, to compete between two teams or two people. Conviction. Conviction. Convince somebody, that is one meaning. To agree, to have a strong opinion or a strong belief about something. As I said, we will not discuss every word. I will choose some words. I'm sure that you studied all of them, so to save the time, I will choose some words. Criminology. Related to crime. So it's the study of crimes and criminals. The study of crimes and criminals. Can you give me some examples of crimes? Hacking, stealing, killing, kidnapping, blackmailing, Suicide also, when the person kills himself. Suicide means killing the person, killing the self, somebody, okay? Or when the person kills himself. Suicide. By hanging, for example, or by shooting, can be. Consciousness. Consciousness, to be conscious, the state of being conscious. When you are conscious, it means you can know what is happening. You can feel what is happening. The opposite is unconscious, being unconscious. Okay? Are you all conscious now? Yes, you are, because you can hear me, you can feel, you can understand what I'm saying. When does the person become unconscious? When does the person become unconscious? When he is sleeping, when he's, when he has coma, or when he is drunk, la samah Allah. When he's drunk, for example. Those who drink alcohol, they get unconscious. Or when they are very sick and taking medicine. Curability is related to cure. Related to cure. Very good. There is a proverb in English that says, a proverb, you know what is a proverb? An English proverb. Related to this. A proverb is a famous saying, a famous true saying. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Have you heard of this before? Prevention is better than cure. Means better to solve the problem in the beginning, in the early beginning, instead of at the end, in which you will need more time, more effort, maybe more money. In Arabic, what is it? Very good. This was a topic in one of the writing exams in the IELTS, in writing of task 2. Prevention is better than cure. To what extent do you agree with this proverb or with this saying? See? So sometimes, you know, there are famous proverbs. So it's good also to learn some proverbs. It's part of the culture of the language. Courteous. Very polite. From courtesy, yeah. Discouragement. Disappointment, very good. or frustration. Frustration, disappointment, the opposite of encouragement. Yeah, to give negative words. Disturbance, being noisy, or the state of being noisy, making noise. Dominance, dominance, power or control, power or control. Dramatization, drama, or acting out a movie from a book or from a story. They might ask you here about the Omani drama, whether you like it or not. What are the weaknesses of it? How can we improve the Omani drama? Okay, so this can be a topic in speaking. Yeah. Expertise. Expertise. Okay, it's experience plus skills plus knowledge. Experience, skills, knowledge, all together. And we call the person who has all these an expert. An expert. So an expert has an expertise, skills, knowledge, and experience all together. Evocative. Evocative. If a picture or a photo is evocative, it brings strong memories, very good. Strong, pleasant memories, reminding you of good things. Oh, this song is very evocative to me. I used to hear it when I was young, for example, when I was in school. Unemployment. Unemployment. The state of having no jobs. Yeah. So another word is joblessness. Joblessness, from jobless. The person is jobless. Jobless means he has no job. So joblessness is the noun. Yeah. This can be a question in writing task 2 about the causes and effects. The causes and effects of unemployment. What are the causes and effects? So, what are some causes of unemployment, as you think? المسببات والآثار, it means. النتائج. Which dictionary I use? I use the English dictionaries, the paper dictionaries. The one that I sent to you, do you remember it? Or the electronic, the link that I sent you. try to avoid using Arabic dictionaries. Try to use only English. That will increase your vocabulary. Okay? Now, you need to understand something about this, that the causes always come before the problem, and the effects come after the problem. Okay? So we will discuss that when we come to the writing of task 2. So it will help you to organize your main ideas in your writing. Okay? Now, if somebody says poverty or being poor or poorness is a cause of unemployment, think about it. Does it happen or does it come before or after unemployment? What do you think? Poverty. After. So it is an effect, not a cause. Effect. What about illness? Illness. Does it come? It comes before. If a person is ill or sick, he cannot work, cannot get a job. So that is a cause. So think about it that way. Familiarize. To learn about something, to identify somebody, to identify a place, to be familiar with a place or with somebody. Familiarize yourself when you go to college in the first week. Familiarize yourself means introduce yourself, try to go around the place to discover it, to know who are the people there. Yeah, to make something known. Familiarize. Is it a noun or an adjective? Familiarize. It's a verb. Very good. It's a verb. Not a noun nor an adjective. Familiarize. To make something familiar. Familiar. Hazardous. Dangerous. Dangerous or risky. Hazardous. Dangerous or risky. Very good. Now we come to the spelling test. Okay? Close your books. Close your books, please. Get a sheet of paper and write 30 numbers to you. Write 30 numbers. Ready? Hurry up. There is no need to decorate your paper. No need for flowers, no need for butterflies. Just keep it clean and tidy. Okay, let's go. Close your books. Number 1, abandonment. 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 You just write the spelling, not the meaning. Only the spelling. Number 2, beautified. 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 Number 3, coherent. 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 Number 4, confusion. 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 Number 5, disturbance. 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 Number 6, disadvantage. 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 Number 7, categorization. 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 Number 8, dominance. 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 Number 9, criminology. 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 Number 10, dramatization. 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 Broad-minded. 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 Number 12, encouragement. 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 Number 13, achievement. 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 Number 14, adaptation. 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 Industrialization. 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 Ceremonial. 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 (17) Consciousness. 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 18 evocative. 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 It, 19 affordable. 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 (20) brutality. 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 (21) characterize. 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 (22) curability. 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 (23) effectiveness. 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 20 is brutality. (24) admiration. Admiration. admiration, 25, beneficial, 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 unemployment, 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 27, addiction, 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 28, competitive, 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 29, familiarize, 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 and the last one, 30, civilization, civilization, civilization. Okay, now open your books. 30 is civilization, civilization. Open your books, correct your paper, and check if there is one letter wrong, it's all wrong. Put 0, put 0. Okay? If I repeat now some words that will waste our time. 18, very, very quickly, evocative. 23, effectiveness. 28, competitive. That's it. Please, oh my God. Number 1, abandonment. Abandonment, Ali. Correct your paper. Put ticks and crosses. Then put the mark on a circle out of 30 and take a photo, send it to me by WhatsApp. So you mark your paper yourself from the book, open your book, then send me a photo. For 2 is beautify. There's no time to repeat now. 12 minutes to check. I don't think you will need that. It's 5 minutes to check. It's enough, Muhammad. Check it carefully. Don't hurry. If you add one letter, it is wrong. Put 0, and you will be punished. I'm looking at your results now, just to double check. MashaAllah, a lot of high marks. Very good preparation. Any more? So after class, you will repeat the mistakes. Each wrong word will be repeated 10 times by hand in a sheet of paper. Then you will send it to me by WhatsApp. Not now, after class. The only way to improve your spelling is to repeat the mistakes many times. There is no other way. Okay, thank you very much. Well done. I'm really happy about your performance. And those who have mistakes, try your best when you repeat the words. I'm sure you will learn them in a better way, inshallah. Just before I forget, the next spelling will be for list number 2. And list number 2 is in page, which page is it? Page 15. Page 15 is list number 2. So you need to study the words to check the meaning. Here it is. Study the words, check the meaning from dictionary, English dictionary, and practice the spelling. So, Sunday we will do discussion and spelling of list number 2. The mistake in the second spelling will be repeated 20 times. So the punishment will increase, will be double. Just be careful, okay? Yeah, now you repeat the mistake 10 times. You repeat it when you concentrate and focus. Don't be busy doing something else, like watching TV or eating pizza or whatever. Okay? Let's continue the writing now. Close your books. Close your books. Close your books, please. Yesterday we talked about the organization of the report in task 1. What are the parts of it? What is the first part, or what is the first paragraph of the report? Introduction, very good. The second one, the overview sentence. Not the body, the overview sentence. And the next one is the body, and the last one is the conclusion, the last one. Okay, what do we do in the introduction of the report? We paraphrase the question, or we rewrite the question. Very good. What do we do in the overview paragraph or overview sentence? We mentioned the trend. Very good. The trend. Yeah. The biggest thing that attracts us. And in the body, we describe the main features. Very good, Adari. We describe the main features, or we analyze the main features from general to specific. And the conclusion, we summarize the overview sentence, or we paraphrase it. Great. Yeah. We also learned some keywords to describe the movements, the changes in task 1. I gave you a homework also, this one. So Let's check the answers first. Okay. Number 1, what does the bar graph show? Yes. The top 10 date producing countries. Add countries, Sarah, 2001. Top 10 date producers. Very good. Very good, Mohammed. Good, Nasser. In 2001. Okay, you just add the year. Number 2, which were the top 3 producers? The top 3 producers. Egypt, Iran, and UAE. Good. Which country produced the most dates? Egypt. See the different forms of the word produce. We have here producers as a noun, produced as a verb, produce as a verb also. Then we have production as a noun. See the different uses of the word form. Don't be stuck on one form. Try to vary. The English dictionary that I told you to buy, English Arabic, the paper dictionary, it shows you all the forms of the word, the verb, the noun, the adjective, and the adverb, if there is an adverb. So it's very, very beneficial. Number 4, how much more did Egypt produce than Iran? About 200 to 200,050. Between 200 to 200,050, okay? Thousands. Which country was the second highest producer? Iran. Okay, how many tons these countries produce? Now you can give one number here that is close to their production. You can give one number, or from 2, or between 2. Between and. $600 to 700,000. Yeah, something like that. 600 to 700,000. All of them, yes. How did Algeria's production compare to the UAE's output? What's the difference? How many tons? If you look at Algeria and UAE, okay, the difference is about about 400,000, right? Yeah, from 4 to 8, about 400,000. Yeah, almost double. Libya and Sudan each accounted for fewer than tons. Libya and Sudan, fewer than 200 tons, yes. 200 tons. 200,000 it means, okay? Oman's production was of Egypt's figure. Here you need a fraction, yeah, 1/4 or 1/5. 1/4 or 1/5. In summary, how many countries produce over 500,000 tons? 6. And the leading producer was Egypt. Okay, so as I said, this will help you in how to organize your report later on. And that will be one of the choices of the homework that I will talk about today. Right, now let's do some grammar exercises. If you look at page 19, we will learn how to use the adjectives and how to use the adverbs. Okay? So we will start with the adjectives. Now, when you see a very strong movement going up or going down in the drawing, you would use these descriptive adjectives. A rapid, a dramatic, a sharp. They have the same meaning. Okay? A sharp increase, a dramatic increase, a rapid increase. If the movement is going up very strongly or going down very deeply. Page 19. The second one, look at the movement. It's not very high and not very low, in between. So we can say a steady, a gradual, or a moderate increase or decrease. These are adjectives. The last one shows little movement. So we use these synonyms: slight, marginal, or minor. All have the same meaning. Okay, now look at the sentences here and choose what adjective to fill in the space. Okay, in the first one, there was a rise in Al-Ain's population, a sharp, or a dramatic, or a rapid, all the same. So here we are not using adverbs, we are using adjectives here. The adverb has ly, adjective plus ly, that is the adverb. So that is here. We are now down here, okay? We will do this first. What do you mean, Adari? How to know if it is an adjective or an adverb? How to know which adjective to use? By looking at the arrow. Let's see here, this arrow is going up very high. But this is in between, not very high, not very low. And this is little movement. See that? Okay, number 2, there was a decrease, steady, steady, or gradual or moderate. Because the movement here is not very high and not very low. It's in between. By 2008, there was a climb, a slight, or a minor or a marginal climb. Now, the word climb, do we pronounce the B in climb? No, the B is silent. When the B comes after the M, the B is silent, always. Can you give me more examples? Come. Comb. You know what is a comb? The one that you use to comb your hair. Comb. This is an old comb, actually. Tom. Boom. Okay? So the B is silent if it comes after the M. We write it, but we do not pronounce it. Okay, now let's go to the adverbs here. The same thing, same thing. If you look at the arrows, use rapidly, dramatically, sharply, steadily, gradually, moderately, slightly, marginally, minorly. Now we will see the difference in the sentences, but I want you now to write the words here. Okay, the first one. Rapidly. Or dramatically. The second one. Steadily. Or gradually. And the last one, slightly or minorly. Now let's see what kind of words are these. Rose rapidly. What is rose in grammar? Verb, the past of right. What is rapidly? It's an adverb. Not an adjective, it's an adverb. What is the adverb? The adverb is an adjective plus ly. See? Adjective plus ly. Let's use another color here to make it clear. Adjective plus ly forms the adverb. An example. Rapid plus ly gives rapidly. Slow plus ly gives slowly. Okay. Slow plus ly gives slowly. So the adverb is an adjective plus ly, strong, strongly. Okay? So here we need an adverb. As we said, the adverb describes the verb. You remember that? The adverb describes the verb. Yeah. So the adverb comes after the verb. You cannot say Al-Ai's population rapidly rose. No. It's correct in meaning, but in grammar it's not. It doesn't sound grammatically correct. It should be rose rapidly, rose dramatically, decreased gradually. Same thing here with the other words. Verb, adverb, verb, adverb. Okay? So it's just to see the difference in using the adjective and using the adverb. Let's go for another exercise. This one. Page 24. Go to page 24. Okay. We are going to see how to change the form of the words. There is an example here. Numbers rise sharply from 6 to 8. There is a sharp rise in numbers from 6 to 8. See? Numbers rise sharply. There is a sharp rise. Read the sentences again. Read these two sentences. I showed you an example yesterday, if you remember. Okay, now let's look at these parts of speech here. What is rise? What is rise here? It's a verb. And what is sharply? Adverb. So the adverb comes after the verb, as we discussed. Here, what is sharp? An adjective, yes, adjective. And what is rise? Noun. Here, rise is a noun. There is a sharp rise. Who can translate this in Arabic? There is a sharp rise. يوجد صعود حاد, ارتفاع حاد. So, rise is صعود or ارتفاع. Sharp is حاد. So, rise is a noun. ارتفاع in Arabic is a noun, not a verb. The verb is يرتفع. But if you translate this sentence, numbers rise sharply. الأعداد in Arabic, الأعداد ترتفع بحدة or بشكل not حادة الارتفاع. No, that will confuse you. ترتفع بحدة or ترتفع بشكل حاد. Very good, Suhaib. ترتفع بحدة or ترتفع بشكل حاد. Sharply. Okay? Now, here in the exercise, you need to look at the bold words and try to change the form. For example, in the first one, at 8 in the morning, passenger numbers peak at about 400. Now, peak here is what? Verb or noun? Passenger numbers peak, it's a verb. Peak means ترتفع. Okay? تصل إلى الذروة. Now, how can we make it as a noun? At 8 in the morning, What do we say? There is a, what is the noun of peak? Peak is peak. So peak can be a verb and peak can be a noun. There is a peak. In numbers at about 400. There is a peak. Or you can say of the numbers. So from a verb to a noun, because here there is no adjective. That's why you cannot use an adverb. There's only a verb. So if there's only a verb, you need a noun. If there is a verb and adverb, you need an adjective and noun, as we are going to see here. In the next 2 hours, figures fall sharply to under 200. In the next 2 hours, what do we say? Give me a complete sentence. There is a sharp fall. Very good, Nasser. There is a sharp fall there is a sharp fall in figures 2 under. So if you look here, you can see that we changed from verb to noun and from adverb to adjective. There is a sharp fall in figures. Figures fall sharply, there is a sharp fall in figures. Okay? Figures fall slightly, there is a slight fall in figures. Now complete the other sentences. I'll give you time. Number 3, 4, 5, till number 10. Okay? Do them all, then we will discuss. Do them all, then we will discuss. Okay, let's discuss. Number 3. Just give me the right sentence. Yeah, there is a slight right. That's enough. That's enough. Number 4. Somebody gave me number 4 here, I think. So, yeah, there is a rapid fall. Yes, but there is a rapid fall. Number 5. Number 5. There is an increase. Very good. There is an increase because here you have only the verb. There is an increase. Great. Number 6. There is a great, what's the noun of fluctuate? There is a great fluctuation. Very good. There is a great fluctuation. Great fluctuation, because here you have fluctuate greatly, so it should be adjective and noun. There is a great fluctuation. Number 7. There is a dramatic drop. Very good. There is a dramatic drop. You can say dramatic or dramatical. Both are adjectives. Dramatic or dramatical. Number 8. There is a significant decrease. There is a significant decrease. Very good. Number 9. There is a marginal rise and fall, both. Because here it says numbers rise and fall marginally. So there are 2 nouns. There should be 2 nouns. There is a marginal rise and fall. A marginal rise and fall. Okay? And the last one, there is a slight increase and decrease. Very good. There is a slight increase and decrease. Very good. Very good. We will see now how to use the numbers. That is in page, I missed that page. Yes, here, page 23. Page 9. Or number 9, you mean? Number 9. What was number 9, guys? Yeah, here, number 9. There is a marginal rise and fall. There is a marginal rise and fall. Okay, page 23. Go to page 23. We will see how to use the numbers to describe the report, to talk about the report. Not all these numbers are important, so I will show you which ones you can use. This one you do not need. That will confuse you, okay? This one here, you need to learn some words like triple fold times. So you can see that in the coming examples. The number doubled means 2 times. The number tripled, how many times? 3 times. The number quadrupled, how many times? 4 times. So you just learn these words. There was a 2-fold increase, means double. There was a 2-fold increase. There was a 3-fold increase, means 3 times. There was a 6-fold increase, means 6 times. From 1 to 6, or from 10 to 60, 6-fold increase. The figure was 3 times. The figure was 2 times. Okay? But this might confuse you, so better to avoid it. That will confuse you a little bit. So just focus on these words. And the last one here shows you how to use the fractions. الكسور. The figure fell by 1/5, 1 by 5, by 1/4, 1 by 4. The number dropped by a half, by 50%. It went down. The figure was 1/10. 1/10 means 1 by 10. Okay? So when you look at the drawing, you can decide, for example, how much is this compared to this? What's the fraction here? It's about 1/10. It's about 1/10. Yeah, it's about 1/10. But by looking at it, you can decide. You can estimate. Okay, you can estimate. So this is how to use the numbers. But this one will confuse you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now let's go to the 2 drawings. Page 29. Page 29. Sometimes in the exam, there are 2 drawings in task 1. So don't feel worried about it. It's easy. Now remember, 1 drawing means 1 trend. 2 drawings means 2 trends. So you will need 2 trends in the overview sentence. Now, this is about persons or people arrested in 5 years ending in 1994. Arrested means taken by the police. The police arrests people. Why does the police arrest people? When they commit a crime. They are being guilty. When they disobey the law. Very good, Muhammad. When they are being drunk, for example, or different reasons for the arrest. So, in every country there are males and females. Are all the males good in a country? Are all the females good? Of course, no. So, out of 100% of males, 32, this much, were arrested by the police. So this dark area means arrested. So here is the key to show you the meaning. The dark spot is arrested. The white spot is not arrested. That means 32 were not good of the males. Now the females, 9 were arrested. So who was arrested more, males or females. Males. So that is the first trend from the first drawing. The first trend that males were arrested more than females. That is the first trend. You will look at the bigger part, see? The bigger part. You will notice that the males part or proportion was more here. So that is the first trend. Now, if we look at the reasons for the arrest, what is the trend here in the reasons? Public drinking. Here, see? The reasons, the trend here is the public drinking. Sorry? This one. Look. Yeah, it takes the biggest part. So that is the second trend. So this is trend 1. And this is trend 2. Means in the overview sentence, there will be 2 trends. Is it clear? Yes, also it is recorded. Every day it will be recorded, inshallah. Now, if we look at the other reasons, there is drink driving. People drive while they are drunk. Now, what does drink mean in English? Is it drinking water or drinking soft drink or something else? Drink in English means alcohol. Drinking alcohol, like beer, champagne, wine, whiskey. This is the meaning of drink in English. So be careful. When you travel abroad, if somebody would say, can I offer you a drink? You have to refuse. Don't think it's water or a soft drink or a juice. No. It's an alcoholic drink. Okay? Yes. Breach of order is when they break the rules. No parking, they park. No smoking, they smoke. Breach of order. Assault, when they attack people suddenly. People are walking and they attack them. They annoy them. So they will shout and call the police. Okay. Theft. What is theft? What is theft? Stealing. Stealing. So the police will arrest people if they steal. There are other reasons for the arrest and no answer. See? Now let's see how the question and the answer and the report is written. And this will be the last thing we do for today. This is the question, read it. The pie chart shows the percentage of persons arrested. And because there are 2 drawings, the bar graph, the bar chart shows the most recent reasons for the arrest. So when you paraphrase, you should paraphrase the two sentences in this question. Now read the model answer here. See how it is organized. Underline the keywords. Underline the keywords. It is the pie chart shows in the question they refer to it as 1, but it is 2. It is fine if they say the pie chart shows or the pie charts show. it's fine. Just let me know when you are done. Are you done? Right. So, keywords. Illustrate. Percentage. Most recently. Compares also. Compares, yes. What about while? While. Okay, see how to use while here. First, you paraphrase the first part of the sentence of the question. Then you paraphrase the second part. In between, you will put while. While, so there is a comma, while. Don't put them in two separate sentences. It should be in one sentence, and you should put a comma, while. What does while mean? What is another word for while? بينما in Arabic, yeah, but what is it in English? There is a synonym. Whereas. Whereas. It's different from on the other hand, different, but whereas. Okay? Yeah, not however, it's also different. The right word is whereas. So this pie chart shows so and so, while the other shows so and so and so. So there should be a comma in between, or the comma is before while. Okay? This is a one long sentence. Where does the overview sentence start from? Where does the overview sentence start from? Very good, from here. It is evident till here. Yeah, it is evident. You can say, in general, it is evident. But if you say it is evident, this is also fine. It shows that this is an overview sentence. So evident is a keyword, yes? Other keywords? Allahu Akbar. The most. The most common. More than. Okay. Now look at the overview sentence. See how many trends are there. It is evident from the chart that males were arrested more than females. This is trend number 1. Trend 1. We saw that in the drawing. Males were arrested more than females, right? And the second trend. Public drinking was the most common reason for the arrest. This is trend 2. Trend 2. Okay? Yeah. So that is all in one paragraph. Now there is only one body paragraph here, which is enough. It analyzes the reasons here and the pie charts. So when you start the body, you should describe first the first drawing. So the first drawing is described here in these 2 sentences. This is the first drawing. To begin, the proportion of males arrested was much greater than for males. General. The percentage of males was bigger than females. General. 32% were arrested compared to only 9% for women. Specific. That's it, because there is nothing more to say about the pie charts. That's it. More things are to be said about the bar chart. Turning to the reasons, going to the reasons, there were some differences. Then you start to describe from general to specific. General to specific. You understand? No, it's easy, actually, it's easy. Okay? Now, if we need, and this is my advice, if we need to have a conclusion here, what will we write in the conclusion? What will be in the conclusion? I always advise my students to have a conclusion. What will be in the conclusion? Summarize or paraphrase the overview sentence. Very good. Summarize or paraphrase the overview sentence. Say it in another way. Let's try before we wait. It is evident, we can say it is clear. Change that one. Males were arrested, men instead of males, women. Okay, the most common, the biggest reason, for example, the most remarkable, the most significant. Okay? So we are done with this type of question. Okay, I want to give you homework. So shall we stop to pray, then we come back for the homework? I will only give you the homework. Or shall I send it to you in the group? What to do? Okay, I will send what is the homework in the group, okay? So you can have a note about it. You can have a note about it. As I said, a lot of work will be given to you, but that will be for a very fruitful week, which is next week. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I wish you a wonderful time, inshallah, and happy weekend. You can contact me during the weekend anytime for any question, okay? So I will be in touch with you after Al-Maghrib praying, inshallah, for the homework. Thank you very much.